The Erl-King. Who rides so late in a night so wild? A father is riding with his child. He clasps the boy close in his arm. He holds him tightly. He keeps him warm. My son, you are trembling. What do you fear? Look, father, the Erl-King, he's coming near, with his crown and his shroud. Yes, that is he. My son, it's only the mist you see.
O lovely child, O come with me, such games we'll play, so glad we'll be, such flowers to pick, such sights to behold. My mother will make you clothes of gold.
O father, my father, did you not hear the Erl-King whispering in my ear? Lie still, my child, lie quietly. It's only the wind in the leaves of the tree.
Dear boy, if you will come away, my daughters will wait on you every day. They'll give you the prettiest presents to keep. They'll dance when you wake, and they'll sing you asleep.
My father, do you not see the Erl-King's pale daughters waiting for me? My son, I see what you say. The willow is waving its branches of gray.
I love you, so come without fear or remorse, and if you're not willing, I'll take you by force.
My father, tighten your hold. The Erl-King has caught me. His fingers are cold. The father shudders. He spurs on his steed. He carries the child with desperate speed. He reaches the courtyard and looks down with dread. There, in his arms, the boy lies dead.
November night. Listen. With faint, dry sound, like steps of passing ghosts, the leaves, frost-crisped, break from the trees and fall.
Dust. Agatha Morley, all her life, grumbled at dust like a good wife. Dust on a table, dust on a chair, dust on a mantle she couldn't bear. She forgave faults in man and child, but a dusty shelf would set her wild. She bore with sin without protest, but dust thoughts preyed upon her rest. Agatha Morley is sleeping sound, 6 feet under the mouldy ground. 6 feet under the earth she lies, with dust at her feet and dust in her eyes.
The Kilkenny Cats. There once was 2 cats at Kilkenny. Each thought there was 1 cat too many. So they quarreled and fit, they scratched and they bit, till excepting their nails and the tips of their tails, instead of 2 cats, there weren't any.
The Cradle That Rocked by Itself. A story. There was a raging storm at sea. The wind howled and lashed around many a snug house in many a little town up and down the coast of Maine. Many a ship at sea was in trouble that night, and some were never heard from again. "I hear a baby crying out there," said a woman, in one warm kitchen in one of those little towns. But the rest of the family said it was the wind howling, or seals maybe, for a frightened baby seal often cries like a baby. The woman said no, she knew in her heart it was a baby. "How could it be?" said the others. Nobody went out to look. The next morning they found a cradle washed ashore out of some ship, and they took it up to the house, for it was a good cradle, and they used it for every baby that came along year after year. But there was one strange thing about it. Every time the wind blew a gale, the cradle would rock by itself. All by itself in the warm room, with the wind roaring outside, the cradle would rock just as if someone were sitting by it, gently rocking a child. This happened so often that the family got used to it. No harm ever came of it, and the baby liked it. So they just got used to it and didn't mind. Then one time the woman's sister came to visit. As they were setting the table for supper one night, the sister glanced into the next room. "Who is that woman rocking the cradle?" she said. "Woman? That's no woman. The cradle rocks by itself." "It is too a woman," said the sister. "She has long black hair, and her face is white and sad, and she's sitting there rocking the cradle and bending over the baby." Nobody else could see her. But the mother grabbed up her baby, and the next day they took the cradle outdoors and chopped it up for kindling wood. And when the wood was burning in the fire, they could hear some baby crying, somewhere, crying and crying for its cradle. But after that, they never heard it again.